Hey, how are you?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
Man, it's exhausting having to deal with the cold weather. I forgot what it was like.
We'll do formal introductions soon, but obviously this is, it's Dave now, not David.
Oh, I guess so. Who typed that?
I'm going to call him David all day, so you guys call him whatever you want, Sasquatch, whatever makes you feel good.
Someone else asked me recently, what do you prefer? And I was like, I genuinely don't care. Just don't call me late for supper.
That's awesome. Let's see. I guess we have an agenda. So
we do?
I don't know. It's called a run sheet. What am I going to do?
An agenda?
So this is not, I am not hosting this show. We are hosting this show. This weird guy right here and me. This weird guy.
And weird. I'm not in Austin.
Hey, Van City Van Life, Weirdo Nation. We're good. It will be unlike our other shows. We will have a couple fun segments in there for you guys to participate. We're definitely going to do a few things like Truth Be Told. That's going to be fun. And we have not seen each other's questions. So we're both going to be competing on those too, which should be fun. But our bot, I don't know where he's at. R2V2. Where's he at? Oh, there he is. Yes, he's still going to be putting the links in, just so you know, for all the channels that still need their watch hours. So look for those, and that way the links will be in there and everything. You can copy them down. You can right-click on them, add them to a new tab, and you can have all those ready so you can do all your playlists running to help those channels succeed. So that's great. So thank you, R2V2. And for those that came early, now let's do that at the end of this. We'll do that after, I don't know, this. All right, so I guess we should look in the chat and see who's here. First one out the gate, Kathy's Outdoor Adventures. Boy, we've missed her. So great having you here. This is wonderful. Who's this? Oh, yeah, we know this guy. By the way, if you do not belong to Texas Family Camping, his link is at the top of the chat and it's pinned, so you guys can get to it whenever you're ready. And this channel, Paper Bag Nomad, fantastic channel. I just finished watching 4 videos. I think it was last night or maybe it was this morning. And I just enjoyed it. The Valentine's video, you guys need to go see it. And this is a young channel. Needs some subscribers. And I think after you see the Valentine's channel, you're going to jump right in. Paper Bag Nomad. I really enjoyed it. So I hope you, I really appreciate you coming in here. That was great. You want to say hi?
Hi. Yeah, I'm just chatting in the chat. What's it called? Oh, what?
You can't see it?
My phone just popped up and was like, "Do you want to sign on to the Roku Ultra?"
Okay, well, this is James Catney's on our screen right now. I was gonna say hi to James.
Hi, James.
There you go. Oh wow, look at this. Uncle Lisa Productions.
Uncle Lisa, Captain Jack Raid.
Yes.
Ladies, welcome aboard.
Yes, Captain Jack. He does a good job of helping get people over here. And that's so nice of him. We do appreciate that. And speaking of Uncle Lisa Productions, he looks in real life like that Muppet that's up in the balcony, always griping about everything. The one with the crunchier face. Yeah, that one.
The crunchier face?
Yeah, it's where it's all smooshed together like this. Fordman, a.k.a. Kenneth Oakes, is here. Thank you, Kenneth.
I think that's going to be us today, right? We're the 2 grumpy old men.
Yeah, we're the 2 grumpy old men. Phil Am Glampers, how are you guys doing? Look, they said hi to both of us. How sweet. That's so nice.
Philly Glampers has a truck like I do.
Do they?
Yeah.
Well, they can't be perfect.
I know, right? Not everybody can have a Class C that they park in the driveway.
That's right. Justin and Christina's RV van life. How are you guys doing? Hey, they've got a new sticker, and I'm actually going to show it in real life probably later. But
like not computer animated, it's going to be like real.
Well, I just want you to see it anyway, so I'm going to show it.
Like that new Lion King movie where all the animals were real?
Oh, yes, exactly.
Oh, film. I'm sorry. We're using that word today. Film.
See, it's got Angel and Michael inside the van with them. Isn't that cute? I'll be showing it next week too, just so you guys know.
And that was a dog, right? Not a kangaroo?
Yeah.
I don't know why I was thinking.
Angel has adorable ears. You stop it.
Well, no, you took it down so quick. My brain didn't have time to register what I was seeing.
Sorry. Lucky Dog Productions moderator. Oh man, we are so excited to do this. I love doing a special every so often. Halloween was fun, but this is going to be great. I mean, oh my goodness. Sunset Seekers.
Sunset Seekers is here, and Mark is here already. He's already given me crap because I gave him crap. I deserve the crap at this point. So.
Well, isn't Sunset Seekers? Aren't they a bunch of, what do you call them? Fair weather campers, or?
That's what I was putting on Mark. I was putting on Mark and Carrie, but then I think Carrie was really getting mad, so I'm just going to transfer it only to Mark.
Oh, I'm getting them all. I don't care. you all can pick on me too, because I ended up finally quitting because everybody else quit. We were all supposed to hang out together this weekend. Let's just put it that way, so you guys are all filled in on this.
Yes.
Speaking of Mark and Carrie, let's go camping in the cold.
Okay, just to be fair, I really do want to camp in the cold, and I don't know if y'all have ever seen. There's a YouTube channel where this kid went and camped in a blizzard. And he recorded the whole thing, and he has like 14 million views. And I have this new tent that I haven't shown to anybody. And I'm like, Tanya, I want to go camp in this cold weather since we're not going anywhere. Let me go camp. And she's like, no, you're not. No, you're staying inside. You know how many views I could get if I got frostbite in a tent? Come on.
You know what's funny is Kathy's trying to stay warm. She says I'm running as we talk. Peter Dell. Wow.
He's from Australia.
Yes. Thanks for coming. We're new friends.
He popped into my live on Tuesday.
Yes. Oh, welcome to the community, Peter. We're embracing you. If you guys don't know Peter Dell's channel, that's one to put on your list. I'm telling you. That's great about doing all these things. Yes. RV America is here.
Welcome in.
Uh-oh. Captain Jack Scrapper.
Ahoy, matey.
He always wants to board us. I don't understand why he says that. But thank you, Captain Jack Scrapper. We adore you. Oh, and speaking of what soon just seems to be becoming a mega channel, let's just say it, right? Happily Ever Hanks.
There they are, the new mega channel.
Oh, man.
I haven't left my comments yet on their video. I have already watched their latest video 3 times because I couldn't stop laughing. So,
and I, unfortunately, am behind, and I have not seen it, and you have done nothing but taunt me about it because I'm like, I want to see it.
It's great. It is great. If y'all haven't seen Happily Ever Hank's latest video, both of them are so committed to their video, to the funny moments and actions of the video. I love it. It's great.
So much fun. They really are. Oh, and there's Tanya. Hi, Tanya.
Hi, Tanya. How you doing?
How you doing? Oh, sorry. I'm not supposed to say that. You got my Joey out. RV. Oh, hey, you know what would be good right now?
What would be good right now?
I think we need to have a quick check on the weather. Hey, everybody just hold on 1 second. Hey, how's the weather?
Can't hear you. It's too cold.
That was Gina. Gina Payne from Van Life with Gina.
It was so cold the camera froze.
I I can't hear you. It's too cold. That's a great weather report. You know, you people that give the weather reports, I got to tell you, this show would not be complete without them. Oh, my God, that was great. Oh, who else do we have? Oh, my gosh, that made me laugh. Boondock Charlie. Thank you for being here, man. I really appreciate it. I don't think I've missed anybody, but man, there's a lot of hellos going on. It's hard for me to keep track.
Are you able to see how many people are here?
I'm not.
We have a moderator. Dan is here.
Dan's here. I haven't seen him pop up yet. I'm way behind. Where is he? Wow. Hey, there's somebody I haven't said hi to yet.
Camping with Clammy.
Camping with Clammy. And Nick's Picks. Oh, she's not going to like it.
She's not?
No, she doesn't. She'll get after us about our facts if they're not correct. So you better be careful. I've been giving her so much static about it. She's great.
All right, we got 29 watching according to the chat. Thank y'all for getting that.
Thank you, Dan. The Vintage RVer.
Actually,
Dan, please put a link. All of you that are moderators, please put your links into your channel for your channels. I really would appreciate that.
Kathy's Outdoor Adventures and RV Field Trip helped us get those numbers too. Looks like
that's nice. We're up to 30. Yeah, that's about right. What, we 8 minutes in? That's usually where we're at. So that's good. All right. Boy, that was a great weather report. That made me laugh. Are you ready?
Sure.
All right. Let's hit it.
Let's go.
Hello, future YouTube stars.
What's up?
This is David and Donovan, live from Texas.
Yes. Oh, wait. Are you sure it's Texas? It might be Antarctica.
Yes, we are having a snowstorm moving up from Houston through the middle of Texas for the second time this year. This is rare, so we're enjoying it.
And with temperatures like we're expecting tomorrow, it's like summer in Antarctica.
All right, well, I'm going to introduce you first.
Okay.
So what I'm going to do is I'm going to click this.
I'm going to drink too much water. That guy's drunk. He is.
All right, so what we're going to do is I'm going to show our intro videos.
All right.
Let's see. I got to make sure I get the right one here. All right, and this is Texas family camping.
Welcome to the Texas Family Camping YouTube channel. Glad that you stopped by.
Oh, I'm sorry. That's not the right one. What was I doing? Gosh darn it. I'm sorry, everybody. That was the wrong one. That one, actually, if you look real close down here at the bottom, it says, don't watch this old video rolling on floor laughing. I picked the wrong one. That is just not nice. Okay. Let's try this other one.
Oh, it was great.
Come on. You knew it was going to happen, right?
I had a feeling.
Oh. All right, I'm muted. Are you muting you? Man, that's a good video. I love some of the angles you had. You're muted.
Thank you. That's one of the ones I enjoyed making.
Yes, man. You're like a music video guru. I just love that stuff, man. I mean, you have the Grace family. All right, enough making you happy. What the hell? So this is Texas Family Camping. Let me pull up their channel here real quick so you can see what it looks like. And there it is. So this is David Hassenpfeffer. Now, not Hasselhoff. He was too expensive to use his name. So, and plus, David has way too much hair, like a furry Easter bunny. He has great advice on how not to make a welcome video, and is always a treat to have on a live show. So book him now before I steal all of his time. This is David.
How did you get my last name? I have worked so hard to hide that last name. Did you go to my home region in Germany, the Friesenburst? Oh, the German's going to come out of me now. You know, maybe it was the people over at the Friesenwurst that told you about me. That my name is Hassenpfeffer. Hold on, I gotta stop. Okay, all right. Let the Friesenburst go.
Okay.
All right. Back to Dave. All right.
Yeah, that's not his real last name, in case you guys just didn't figure that out. But thank you for being on today, Dave.
I'm an aguaholic.
I'm an aguaholic. I'm a ginaholic. All right, you ready?
Yes.
Now, see, I have control, so I can't play an old, outdated welcome video on myself.
Yes. But you will do it anyway.
All right, here we go. This is David's turn now.
Ladies and gentlemen, can you hear me?
Yes.
Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, you know him as the person that leaves really nice, genuine comments under all of your videos because He's good like that. Oh, wait. That was Jody. You may have seen him on Saturday nights on his live stream, which you're watching now. Occasionally, you don't see him as he blends right in with his green screen, and you can't, it just disappears. But he seems to have fixed that now. Good job on that. Ladies and gentlemen, Donovan Baker.
Oh, I'm not going to show my channel name. That's all right. Thanks so much for doing this. This was fun.
Oh, hey, by the way, he does RV on the Wayside.
Oh, yes.
But when's the last time you went RVing? Maybe we should change it to Wayside of the RV. All right. But I'm pumped.
That was good. No, that was clever. I would have been, if you guys all didn't chicken out, I would have been camping right now.
Good one.
All right. Hey, you know what we need?
What do we need?
We need a table to have our discussion on.
Okay.
All right. Let's see.
Let's table this discussion.
Let's table this discussion. Grogu, just hang on. Oh, I don't know why you got to be so involved in everything. David, do you want anything to drink?
Man, I would love a Coke Zero.
All right. Grogu, I need you to get us a Coke Zero and another gin and tonic for us. And then I know what you want. You want that little gear shifting ball. I'll give it to you after that. You know where it is. You go get it. But I want our drinks first. Thank you. All right. So we got all that out of the way. I know doesn't seem kind of silly, but it's important. Oh, there he is. Very good. See, now we got our coffees, our coffee cups full of our drinks, and he's happy. He's got his little ball, and we're ready to roll. So should we finish our discussion that we had earlier about friends and family watching YouTube versus channel creators and fans? What do you want to talk about that?
Friends and family. I noticed you started that chat yesterday on Steve Turtle's show.
Yeah.
Yeah. Friends and family. So you go out there and you're like, wow, I've got this many friends and this much family, and if I just got them all to subscribe, I'd be golden. And then somehow they get lost between the the request and the mouse click.
My dad's like, I've watched all your videos. I'm like, you didn't comment or like any of them. How do you know I didn't like it? Because you watched one that was like weeks ago and it's the same number. I know you didn't hit the little thing on there. Well, I just watch them. I understand. And that's friends and family, isn't it?
I will give my mother credit. My mother actually does keep up with the videos, but honestly, she doesn't really care about the videos. She just wants to see her granddaughter. So,
and I'll be honest with you, my mom used to. She was one that actually did comment on everything and stuff. So it was nice. It never lasts though with family. So all of you mean more to us on our channels than our friends and families on our channel. I will say it.
Yeah, it's pretty much true. I know that I've got family that do watch my videos, and they've got the ones where they're like, you want me to create a Gmail account just so I can give you a thumbs up? And it's like, you don't have to. It's that much of an hassle. I'm sorry.
That's what we're for, right? That's why we're all here together, is because we need each other's support. Because those others, they love us, but they're just not going to go the extra mile.
Yeah.
Well, shall we show your first video?
My first I thought you already showed my first video. But you want to go older than that.
I mean, your first video from November 25th, 2019.
Oh, good. I thought maybe you dug something up from my mother.
The stuff she had wasn't as good as this.
All right. Let's take a look.
All right. Get our coffee cups out of the way. All right.
Oh, my bad. Wait, when you muted.
So I just wanted to say, you really could have played Santa up there if you just get a little whiter on the sides there. I just want to point that out.
I thought this was we were going to talk about film and making films.
No, we will. I'm sorry. Okay.
Ho, ho, ho.
Yes.
All right. Your first video now?
Yeah, we'll play mine, and I'm just going to do a minute of it because mine was like 3 or 4 minutes long.
Okay.
All right, here we go. You'd think these things would be quicker and easier, but they're getting better.
When you're muting your mic, we can't hear the sound.
You couldn't hear yours?
No. So
your video?
I'll mute mine and you just play yours.
Okay. Okay.
So you did that. Wait,
huh?
No. Nothing.
What'd you say?
I was going to go out of turn.
No, go ahead.
No.
What were you going to say?
No.
All right. So it is your turn.
It is my turn. Dang nabbit. All right. So what did we learn from our first videos?
For me, I learned that I do not have to create my own music. I spent hours in GarageBand on an Apple computer designing my own music so that my videos wouldn't be copyright problemed.
So
I didn't know.
That music playing was you didn't even use like bits and samples, but you actually
no. So GarageBand is nothing but samples, and then you do layers and all that stuff yourself.
Okay,
so you pulled all their stuff, and then I tried to make something interesting or exciting.
It was a lot better than mine. No,
you couldn't hear yours?
No, I couldn't hear mine, but that video didn't have my own music in it. A few of my later ones, I had a guitar and I would just like pluck a string and record it. It was like, looking back, I'm like, what was I thinking?
Well, it was background music.
Yeah, I just wanted some noise to carry through the background. That's it.
Did your first video take like 18 hours to edit?
No, I'm sorry. So the different route on my first video was I had decided to do the whole Texas family camping thing, and I was getting the YouTube and I was getting the Facebook and all this stuff, and I'm like, I better put something there or they'll take it away from me. Like somebody else will get it. So I was just like, what do I have? And I'm like, oh, this is kind of cool. It's Christmas in New Braunfels. I'll just drop that on there and they'll be like, look, okay. Like putting my foot in the door.
Right.
And then it actually got some views, and I'm like, well, now I can't take it down. So
kind of like the welcome video.
Yes. Welcome to the Texas Family Camping YouTube channel.
So the other thing I really learned was that having a steady camera really can improve your life.
It sure.
Even when you're on one of those things, if I had some kind of gimbal or like a GoPro that would like I forget what it's called. Take jitters out. I forget what it's called now. I drew a blank. But when those happen, then you can do those kinds of videos. But when that thing's shaking and the little kids in the back are jumping up and down and the whole thing's like warping the video. Hey, it was the first try. I didn't even know anything. I didn't even know how to make cuts.
I like though that you sped it up though, because when you started going down and you had accelerated the speed on, I was like, whoa, this actually just got suspenseful.
So our advice to anybody who wants to get started, please talk to other channels. They will help you. Don't just think this is what you have to do and that becomes a reality. Go ask. People will help you in our community.
Yes, there's a lot of advice out there on how to start a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
A lot.
All right.
And we're willing to help. So don't think we're unapproachable. We're approachable.
Right. All right. Here's one. What makes a film great for you? Are there like certain qualities or something that you just appeal to you?
Well, I prefer Kodak, but just
where have you been?
My mother, when I was growing up, my mother had a job in photo finishing. And so she actually cut open the canisters, got the film out, did the photography stuff. Really cool. And so I got to be around all that. So when I think of film, I think of actual film cells.
So like the movie Super 8?
Super 8 that's scary one with kids. It's been a while since I saw that one.
Okay, well, he takes his little role and, hey, can you get next day? Dude, nobody can get next day.
All right. So on a serious note, though, what makes a film great for me, and I had brought this up before in the past about, well, for one, I cannot stand shaky cam.
Yeah.
When I'm watching a movie and they feel that like they have to do this and it's all forced and it's like, just stop. I like the scenery. I like the clear images. One of my favorite filmmakers is Christopher Nolan, who made like Inception, the Dark Knight movies, recently did Tenet. And then because he's got great story and he does these interweaving stories that are very complex. Makes you have to pay attention. But then when you're just looking at the screen, the cinematography is beautiful. And I love that. I like to be able to see the mountains, or I like to see the detail in all the buildings and the horizons and stuff like that. That to me makes it for me. And then as someone who wants to make film, I look at it and go, ooh, how did they film that? Like what angle, like how did they do that? So that really makes it for me. How about you?
I love a story. Obviously, that's to me is probably the most important thing. There's got to be a message, or I got to get something from it. It doesn't have to be spoken, but I got to take a journey. And I really love when we go from details to big picture and details to big picture, because it brings you into the story and then it opens it back up for it to continue on. So I love it. Like, on your latest video, you shrank down and showed the little spiders and stuff. And then you went right back to the big lake. And dude, that was just I was so mesmerized and just couldn't leave it. I enjoyed it.
I have to give credit where credit is due. All the insect shots were done by Tanya on that one.
Well, it was the way you put it together. Those are great shots of the spiders. I mean, they were neat. And the little Katie did that was walking up just great stuff. But then you like focused in on the little thing and then came back out. And I felt like we're continuing on the adventure of being on this lake with the family. And it just that kind of stuff, that's what I gravitate toward.
Awesome. Good job, Tanya.
Yeah, great job, Tanya.
All right.
Oh, you know what? Do you mind taking a minute and just kind of show us some of your best equipment?
Oh, best equipment. All right, let me see what I got. We'll show two pieces.
Okay.
All right, so man, I tell you what, this bad boy right here is just amazing. I love it. Get out there, you get the little screen out there, and
is that an LCD screen?
It is an LCD screen. Is that not amazing? And it's got, you don't have to put AA batteries in it. The little battery pack just comes off the back here and you can charge it. I mean, look at that. How high-tech futuristic is this? I love this thing. And what just happened? Oh, the battery fell out. Okay. So That's one of them. But that's my older one.
Okay.
I gotta show you what I've been using. This is just amazing stuff here. This
Oh my gosh. What's that?
This is my new movie camera.
Oh,
if y'all
okay.
saw any of my like recent hiking videos, we use this thing. It's a red movie camera. I mean, look at that thing. Is that not amazing?
Wait, red movie camera. What is that? What kind of camera is that?
It's from Red. It's like a Komodo, I think they call them. It does like 8K. Is that not amazing or what?
Oh gosh, thank you for showing us that.
I'm glad you liked it.
Oh my gosh. Did you duct tape that disposable camera on there?
Maybe.
All right, go ahead.
All right. So when we make our videos, do we use a script or a photo story to plan out our shoots? Do you? Like, I mean, I do occasionally.
So we do sometimes. We did our mosquito video was completely written word for word, beginning to end, where we were going to shoot. It was, I mean, we were stuck in a hotel in Arizona and we couldn't go anywhere. So we had nothing better to do than just go ahead and write the whole darn thing out. And Jody changed so many things to make them so much funnier. And it was just, and then we improv a little bit and change things. But having the script really made it easy to shoot that in the long run. I mean, we were able to do most of that video, which I know would have taken multiple days to do for all the parts we had, and we were able to shoot it all in one day and got all the right shots. So we took multiple runs at them.
You have the script. Did you do any kind of storyboarding?
The whole thing was written out from beginning to end. So we had even the things we were going to say was all written out. So the full storyboard, as far as now, we didn't have like on picture storyboards. We just did we just wrote the what it was that we were going to be filming. And that went really well. It's probably one of my favorite videos we did. But most of them, I just try to come up with an idea. And when I have an idea that I think would be funny or entertaining or something I really want to share, then I build a story around it and just go shoot it. And I don't think I'm as successful doing it that way. I think we need to do more writing out the script and stuff in the future. How about you?
Well, our more successful videos, like the state park videos, kind of just write themselves, because that's kind of how we got started, was wanting to show people what the showers look like at the campsite. So when I get on site, I know I got to take the camera in the bathroom. I know I need to show off the campsite, the sewer hookups, all that stuff. That just kind of writes itself. I just need to get out there and get it. And then from there, I just go film a lot of B-roll, which I absolutely love B-roll. All the scenery shots, I go nuts over that stuff. Try to get up early, go get some sunrise shots, go out and get the drone up early in the morning if I can, if it's not too cold. And from there, then I just have to go back and chop it. Now, where I lose the time on that is because since I didn't pre-plan some of that stuff, now I have a whole lot of footage I got to sort through. But that may not be all that bad, because I have a whole lot of, I mean, there's been entire segments where I look at the footage and I'm just like, it's trash. Just get it out of here. Which it was good that I had that extra. See, and then sometimes it's harder. This last state park video, the Davis Mountains one, I had so much, and then I was able to take that abandoned building video and that King's Table video and just make them separate videos on their own, and didn't even have to keep them in. So I'm kind of a wing it guy. I've had some stuff scripted. If anybody remembers the time that I put 4 Avengers in front of our Avenger RV, which was all me, that all had to be pre-planned. That never would have worked without pre-scripting and all that stuff.
Adventures in Xanadu said red movie camera. They got that joke. That was really good.
All right. We weren't sure if anybody would get that.
Oh, great. I saw a comment in here and I wanted to share it. It was RV field trip. Thanks for being here, by the way. We just put topic to topic. I don't know what that means, but if you write it again, I would like to understand a little more what that means. You're funny. Very funny, Aaron.
He may be trying to get it out of us for those that don't know it, though.
Oh, maybe. What is B-roll?
Well, that's why I don't know what exactly the technical term is. It's a word. It's a big word I heard, and I reuse it. But it's typically like the scenery type stuff. So like when we're talking and we're telling a story and we're trying to get somewhere, but people are watching your videos and they get bored just looking at your face. Like right now, everybody's bored. I get it. So you add in extra scenery shots or shots of an item, something like that. So like when I did a coffee video and I'm talking about making coffee, rather than just looking at my face talking about making coffee, I add in shots where I go around the making of the coffee. That would be the B-roll.
Gotcha. And we use it for like, if you're going to go from one location to another, you might see seconds of us driving on the road or something like that. But we try not to do too much of it. We try to limit that. But, and your drone shots, fantastic. So, I mean, it really gives you a good feel for where you are. And I love it when you do that. It like expands us out even further.
You know, and a lot of people say like, all your drone shots are perfect. I'm like, no. 10% of my drone shots are perfect. You don't see the cutting room floor that got chopped out.
Dan says better to have footage than not. Dan,
I agree. Absolutely.
And I usually end up with way too much to go through, and it takes me longer to go through it than it does to actually edit the movie. Just to say, okay, I want this 10 seconds or this 5 seconds out of the 2 minute that I filmed.
It's a lot of work, but I love it. So I wish I could do that rather than fix people's computers.
I really like editing. There's no doubt. Let's see. Aaron said B-roll is the extra footage captured to enrich the story you're telling and have greater flexibility when editing. Good. Thanks. Very good.
Good definition.
All right.
Probably the definition.
Probably. All right, where are we at? So since we just we started to touch on this a little bit, when you film and do long segments and then short segments, shots, how do you determine that choice, whether to go longer or to keep them short?
Well, I'm going to give a little bit of props to the guy that's upset at me right now over all the ham about being cold weather campers. But Mark on The Art of RVing has talked about like the 5 seconds, right? I'll give him credit because he is king of this. Like, you don't want to go longer than 5 seconds without some kind of movement. So I have taken what I've learned from Mark. Yes, I've learned from Mark.
I know.
And so, like, if it's just me and a talking head, nobody wants to just see me standing there talking. So I may do clips where I adjust the movement of it, things like that, which I learned from Mark. But if I want to go to a longer segment, I will allow it in there if there's movement in the video. So like in our last video where we were hiking up in the mountains, I wanted to be able to show my daughters on the hike, and I wanted to show like all the mountain range. And so at that time, I actually took the camera with the gimbal and I walked around the girls, and I accomplished 2 things at once. So it was moving, so it was longer than 5 seconds. You could focus on the girls and what they were doing up there on the mountain, or you could even, your eyes could focus on all the mountains behind them. It accomplished multiple things in one shot, and it was a long segment. So is it moving? That's my biggest thing. If it's moving, it can be longer.
So I'll give credit to Mark also, because he's the first one that said it to where I went, oh, I get it. And I instantly, in my very next video, I started making more cuts. and making sure I at least zoom in a little bit and zoom back out if I have to sit there and talk for whatever purpose that is.
Yeah.
But I tried to keep it going, and Mark is the first one that told me about it too.
Yep.
Watching his live stream, right? The Art of RV. And then, but when I go to film now, I've changed. I want to get 5 seconds of a shot. So I might film 10 seconds. And we've kind of talked about this before, but trying to find the 5 seconds you want. Sometimes I have to do 30 seconds because I'm just not seeing and I don't feel that I got my shot. But once I do, then I can just go cut those off and grab the 5.
Yep. Yeah. I got to the point where I would film 5-second segments, but then I realized the first second and the last second are trash. Now I just left with 3 seconds. So I need more. I go for like 10 to 15 seconds. And then
that's where you reach up the edit and you just slow it down so you get your whole 5. Just kidding.
Yeah, but if my FPS isn't right. Ooh, what's FPS?
Yeah, frames per second. And then the other thing is if there's action. Like in my welcome video, you saw me kind of doing the John Belushi Animal House running thing, and that was longer than 5 seconds, but there was action moving, so I will hold longer on those. But if it's just me showing something or like the little bug crawling across the thing, 5 seconds is enough. But I will shoot longer if there's something I just can't miss. We did a snowball fight with Hostess snowballs.
Oh,
on one of our videos, and those were all short clips, but it got the message across. But the little one going across the air took longer than 5 seconds as the slow motion one.
Yeah.
By the way, those things just bounce right off. They don't really explode on you and get everything on your face. I had to smash it on my face for the video. A little behind the scenes there for you.
Hey, look, William came in.
Oh no! Great.
Hi, William. Just remember, I didn't flush you down the toilet.
Is this your turn, or I don't even know where we're at?
Let's take a look here. Yeah, so about that cold weather. So since you haven't been doing a lot of camping, how is it that you are getting out there to all these places to film your footage?
Oh, I see what you're saying. Well, where did I hide it? Oh, here it is. So when we were at Area 51, I found this little device here, and it looks like a regular remote, but it allows me to like go places, instantly. So what's cool about it is, so they have all these ones. Like if I want to go out to our swimming pool, I just hit the light blue button and I go, and I'm at our swimming pool, right? So that's cool. But it has a randomizer on it. Now, this is where you got to be careful. So everybody just be prepared. I don't know when you hit randomizer where we go with this, but when I hit, you see it says window up there. It's because I never know where I'm going to be. I don't know what window I'll be seeing. So I'm going to hit the randomizer. There it goes. Oh, Grand Canyon. Yeah, great place. Let's see, try to hit another one here. What's that? Bell Tower. See how that works? So it's pretty cool. You just hit the randomizer and you go places. That's Antarctica. It's a little cold for that.
Wait. Are you responsible for this weather?
This is the inside of a volcano.
Are you sure this remote is not controlling the weather right now?
No, it's not. Hang on. The toy store in Orlando, FOA Schwartz. There you go.
Oh, that's not Gus's girlfriend?
No. Let me try a couple more here. Let's see what else we go. Oh my gosh. That's the New York sewer. Wow. One more. That didn't work. That's the wrong side of the cage. I hit the home button. Let me hit the home button. That's LA. Come on. All right. Well, that's home, but that's not what I had in mind. I meant for us.
You're in the wrong room.
I know. Let me get us back to where we were. All right. There you go. So that's my transporter. I don't know where that came from, but that's how I've been doing it.
Wait. So when everybody from Reddit was storming Area 51, that was you running all fast behind that news reporter?
Oh, that is just uncalled for.
You didn't play that game. What is that game where everybody like tries to put viruses all over the world while you were in Area 51?
I'm not going to say the name of it because I'm going to pretend like I don't know what you're talking about.
There's a game.
It was fun.
Anyway.
Thanks for doing it. That was fun. Oh, I'm telling a story. How do you add production value to further the story, and when you decide it is needed?
You asking me or asking yourself?
Do you need me to ask myself? So, for me, like I'm working on a video right now, and I needed to make it look like we were in a different place when we did the filming. So I did a scene of another location that would be really hard for 99% of the people to ever watch the video to figure out where that is. And it looked like a fancy building and everything. And then I used the voices of us as we got closer to a window in the building. So then all of a sudden we were inside that building. And that is what I use for production value. Sometimes it's a train going by. Sometimes it's being on the highway and you're trying to film some fancy rocks and the semi goes through. And all of a sudden you start following the semi just for fun. Then you go back. I mean, I'll take anything. But usually it's something to make the story go somewhere else. Hang on. We have a comment. Nursing our travel bug. Wait, this isn't a campground with you knuckleheads freezing your rears off. No. Too many people didn't like the cold, so we had to bail on that. Otherwise, I wouldn't have even used it. I wouldn't use the transporter. We'd have just drove there. Just, back in the 60s, they had something like that.
He would have
like,
dusted his RV off and gone out there.
I would have done it. I was okay with it. The ice wasn't exciting me much, but I figure if my pipes freeze there, they're going to freeze just as well here.
That's true. Actually, so Tanya was the one that she's like, I think it's just going to be too cold. I don't think we should go. And then we saw that video of that 100-car pileup in Fort Worth. And then we're kind of like, yeah, I'm kind of glad we didn't go now because that didn't realize how bad the ice was going to get.
I don't know what you're referring to.
I'll share it with you later. There's a 100-car pileup that happened in Fort Worth. And
no, I'm with you there. Eat, Sleep, RV, Repeat said, tell us about it. Give us a preview.
Oh, about your story, probably.
Oh, I don't know if I should do that. What do you think?
It's up to you. It's not your finished product yet, so I don't know how you feel about that. It's not the premiere.
If anybody else wants to see it, we'll show a little clip of it. The video you're working on now. Yes, oh boy. Let's see. Yeah, we're going to hold off on that. I think we'll wait. We've got a lot of work to do. It may not even look like this when we're done.
No, I don't do a whole lot of story work on mine, but it felt weird on the King's Table video we just did because I had to kind of reorder the video segments because we actually did find the King's Table before we went down to it. And I was kind of like, I'm going to actually do this in a story mode. And it worked because then it actually was like, where is it? Where is it? So that was kind of the first time I've really taken that kind of a dramatic effect to one of our videos. Like, I can't find it. Where is it? So.
I think anything that you can do to make your story or your film feel bigger than it maybe is good production value, if that's the direction you're going. I mean, you're doing a shot climbing up a mountain, getting the angles of looking straight up the mountain or having somebody who's physically climbing there. I mean, those kinds of things, it's hard to get it done if you don't just get that production value out of it.
I guess I got lost in the story part of it. So, yeah. No, I see where you're going with that. Like, if we're going for a hike up a mountain and then down a mountain. And
Dan Vintage RVer said, just came across an old guy involved in a car accident on our trip. He said he knew of a suitcase of money buried under a big W. Oh, that's a good film reference. Very, very clever. Camper life. Oh boy, I'm afraid of this one. Stop that crying. We are camping here in Texas. Man up. Man up. Man, what century is he in?
He's not traveling right now.
Oh, I see. Yes. Oh my goodness.
He's stationary. But yes, he has to put up with winterizing while he lives in it. That is true. I don't have a heated hose, and that bit me today.
Oh, is that right?
Yeah, I had to winterize the RV because my hose froze up.
Oh boy, hang on. I have to put these guys up here because I've done nothing but pick on them recently. Steve Turtle, where is your comment? Do you see the big one? Steve Turtle. Well, I'll read what I see here. Oh, it's Adventures in Xanadu. Here we go. I got my family still helps me with this. Here we go. Wait, so you're saying you're trying to tell a story with your videos? Mind blown. Oh, no, I got to figure out what story my Black Tank video has to tell.
Everyone is on the edge of their seat that you don't have a poopsie.
Oh, man. Oh,
all right.
Steve.
We should keep this moving along because we're actually running out of time.
Are we? Okay.
So let's talk about our favorite or most important pieces of theories of editing. Let's talk about editing.
All right. Editing is my favorite part of movie making. I'd rather not shoot anything and just get all the video dumped in my lap and edit the heck out of it. I absolutely am enthralled with editing. And I try to do something I've never done in every single one of them so that I keep learning and keep pressing forward. So I try all kinds of little special effects and things, and I just keep trying to add something or try to, and if I'm filming, I try to film something in a way I've never filmed before. So my favorite part is to keep trying new things. I mean, I know that sounds lame, but that's what keeps me doing this besides trying to help the community grow. I mean, let's face it. That's the only reason why I'm doing all of these things personally. But I love editing, and I can just try to learn something new for every video. I feel accomplished.
That's awesome. Yeah, I like to learn new stuff on the editing too. Even like the time when I just learned what the razor blade tool was in my editing software. I was just like, mind blown. It's like, that's all I'm learning new this time, but I never knew about the razor blade tool before. So
what's the razor blade tool?
It's if you've got your long segment and you want to cut it. So rather than clicking on it, moving it, and whatever, you change to the razor blade tool, and you can cut the segment right there on the I can't remember what it's called when you've got everything placed out there, but
I got a timeline. Yeah.
Yeah, there we go, timeline.
Once
I learned about the razor blade tool, it just blew my mind. But there's other things like that, like we were talking earlier too about making thumbnails. The ability to outline the words that I put on my thumbnails. Now that I've learned it, it's super easy to keep doing, but it's made such a huge difference for me.
There's a precision editor in Final Cut Pro. So you use PC and I use Mac, so Apple. And we have a precision tool thing that actually puts both the scenes up on the screen at the same time. So when you L cut or J cut, you can see them live, how they fit in together. And I love that. So that's pretty cool. Camping Therapy says, I hate editing.
Yeah, I mean, there's been a lot of people that do. I like both pieces. I like the filming and I like the editing. So if I could just shed the job and I just do this all the time, I'd be a happy guy, happy camper.
So Damon Warren wants to know what we use to edit.
Well, you use the Final Cut Pro. I use Adobe Premiere Pro.
And that's not all I use, though. I also use the old iMovie, and I use apps on the phone to give me weird special effects and things like that so I don't have to go pay for them on for add-ons and stuff. I use anything that will edit a video and make it different. So I'm not even stuck into one realm. Final Cut Pro is my main gig, but I'll use parts of iMovie because I think they work better.
I also use Adobe's Audition, which is kind of the music segment, because a trick I learned early on is it will auto remix a song so you can change the length of it.
Oh.
Yeah. So you load a song in there and you say enable remix. It takes about 1 minute to 2 minutes to process it. Then you input the new value of the time length you want. So you could take a 3-minute song and make it 6 minutes, and it will make a new seamless 6-minute long song. Almost seamless. I did catch one time where there was lyrics and the lyrics got a little bit cut off. I was like, oh no. So, but if there's no vocals, it's an amazing tool to help me.
So for me, I just change the speed of the song slightly, or where there's a good beat, I'll add my own little part in to make it longer or shorter. Cut a part out so I can make it fit perfectly, and I just keep fine tuning it till it sounds like that's how it was originally.
Interesting.
Yeah, isn't that terrible? I like yours. It's easier.
Yeah, it blew my mind once I learned that. I'm like, oh, this is awesome.
So Eat Sleep RV Repeat says he lost me at L cut and J cut. No clue what either means. Funny thing is, I probably do it and don't even know the term. So you want me to?
You go ahead. You've watched more Art of RVing than I have.
That's right. That's right. So L cut and J cut. Basically, what it means is the music might start, or an ambulance sound might start while you're on one scene, and then when you move to the next scene, you actually see the ambulance. So that's one version. And then the other one is where you will actually see something before you hear it. So one, you're hearing it before you see it. The other one, you're seeing it before you hear it. That's all it is. So it's kind of like moving your audio around or moving the scenes around so that one will follow the other before you actually know they are part together. That's the best way to explain that. For me. I mean, Mark could be on here. He'd be telling us all the details of how it's done too. And I'm sure he can. He's good at it. Where are we at? We are... I lost my clock. There it is. Do you want to... Hey, do you have a Valentine joke?
I do.
You do?
Yeah.
What? Tell me one.
Why do skunks love Valentine's Day?
Why do skunks love Valentine's Day? I don't know.
They're very sentimental creatures.
Sentimental. Very clever. Do you know what squirrels give each other on Valentine's Day?
Is this appropriate for kids?
Yes.
Okay.
Forget-me-nuts. All right. Moderators, please put your links in again, and let's do something that this is probably the part of the show that everybody loves. It doesn't matter how bad I screw up the rest of it, by the way, David.
Truth be told.
And just so everybody knows, I don't know David's questions and he doesn't know mine. So we'll do our own guesses on each other's too. All right. Who's first on our list here? David's first.
All right.
Sentimental.
I feel like the length of words on my questions are going to be like a third of yours. You're going to... Did Jody help you on this one?
Not today. Usually she does.
Oh, okay. So it'll be like 2 words for yours. Okay. I love you, Donovan. You're great.
Hey, no, I love this stuff. You pick on me. That is fun. Everybody loves it.
All right.
Most people just pick on my bald head. It's just, it gets old. I like that you work in the other angles. I love it.
All right. First one. The zoom lens for cameras was first created in 1834.
Can you repeat it for everybody? It's true or false?
True or false? The zoom lens for cameras was first created in 1834.
I'll let some answers go in and I'll give you mine. I've got mine already figured out. And I'll just tell you right now, since RV America already said it, I'm going to go with false also. Let's see. Charhart. Hi, Char. She said false. Mima Matters is here. Maybe. Well, that's not an answer. Come on. Eat, Sleep, RV Pete says false. And I didn't know that. I have no idea what this answer is. Lynn says true. Uh-oh. They're dividing their answers again. You got to watch out for RV America. Nobody wants anybody to drive in that family. Ford Man, a.k.a. Kenneth Oak, said false. RV Field Trip says false. Damon Warren, true. I saw that coming. RCRV said false. Sunset Seekers, doubt it. Me Mom Matters. All right, good call. False. When in doubt, just take a wild guess like me. All right. Do we have any more? Unpaved Explorer says false. Camper Life said 1834 is when Steve Turtle was born. Van Vita Travels, thank you for coming. She said true. Steve Turtle said true. And Nick's pick said I thought so. We have two more. On the Move said true. And finally, Mark chimed in there. He didn't want to get in there too early and tell everybody how it is. Said false. What do you say?
Early forms of zoom lenses were used in optical telescopes to provide continuous variation of the magnification of the image, and this was first reported in the Proceedings of the Royal Society in 1834.
Oh, come on. Galileo would have figured this out before then. As a zoom, telescopes don't count as zoom lenses, do they?
I'm just going to leave it at that.
Okay, all right. I can be wrong. I'm okay with it. All right, you ready?
All right.
Damon Warren, nailed it. All right. Giraffes do not make noises that humans can hear. True or false? Giraffes do not make noises that humans can hear. True or false? This is going to be a good one. They're all good ones. I say that every time. That should be like one of the bingo card slots. Is he going to say this is a good one? Van Vita Travel says false. Wow. Me Mom Matters is false. Unpaved Explorer says false.
And before you tell the answer, I got something to say.
Okay. Trickery in the question. Eat, Sleep, RV, Repeat. I try real hard not to make like just a little change to make it. I try to be pretty obvious. Steve Turtle says true. Char Hart got me. She said, telescope is not a camera. You're right, Char. I'm wrong. I love it. I won't be wrong about that next time. 1834. RV said false. Jurgen's Journey says false. Wow, a lot of these. RV America says true. Char Hart says false. Sam Glamper said true. What did he say? False. Nursing Art Travel Bug. You guys are actually getting funnier. I just want to point that out. I think the closer you get to your monetization, run their channel, their playlist tonight. Could be by next week, they could be home with their goal. RV America, Lynn said true. RV Field Trip said true. And Damon Warren, does SBGs count deadlies? False. Oh my gosh, you guys are getting fun. On the Mew said false. All right, David, what do you think?
All right, so if a tree falls in the woods and no one is there to hear it, does it make a sound?
Yes, it does.
So
It
if a
didn't
giraffe
seem-
steps on a leaf and snaps the leaf and the leaf makes a sound, is that a sound the human ear can hear? Did the
I don't know
giraffe
if
make
I
a
recorded
sound by if a giraffe chews and goes, is that a sound the human can hear? Okay.
All right,
That's all
some
I got.
kind of vocalization. Does that make you feel better?
Oh, a vocalization, like vocal cords.
Everybody else got this.
You put
What was
it
the question? Art of RVing wants to know what the question was. Giraffes do not make noises that humans can hear. True or false? So what do you think? True or false?
false.
They do not make noise normally that we can hear. However, in the dark of night, when there's no light at all, they actually hum in the dark so the herd can stay close together.
Nice.
Now, wait, there's more. Give me just a second because I know what you guys want to know. What's the question you want to know?
What do they sound like?
Dave? What do they sound like? That is a great question. How cool is that? It almost doesn't even sound real.
And I sound like that all the time, especially in the mornings. Tanya.
Oh, what's your next one?
All right.
I hope
It's
you
a
guys like the giraffe thing, man. That was a tough one to find the answer to.
It's a short one. I might have gone too technical on this one.
That's all right. Meemaw Matter says it sounds like Darth Vader.
Darth Vader sleeping, having a bad dream about saying.
Jurassic Park.
Hey, was that
Okay.
Felix? Hi, Felix. All right.
Bye. Okay.
ISO 9000 is a setting on a camera.
Okay.
That's
I
it.
believe you. Oh,
ISO. Well, is it true or false? ISO 9000 is a setting on a camera.
I have no idea, but I'll say false. I don't know. See, I film with an iPhone or a GoPro. I don't have these crazy cool settings like you had on your 1984 camcorder with a fancy LCD screen on it.
You can have it though.
Oh,
You can. In fact, actually, if you go to Pro mode on your iPhone, I bet you can adjust the ISO level manually.
oh. Well, I'll have to check that out. See, I'm learning some. Char Hart said yes. Eat, sleep, RV Repeat says yes. Nick's Pick says yes. False. It's 9010 said.
No, it's 90210 with Brenda.
Oh, yeah. Okay. Oh, Perry. I miss that guy. Meemaw Matters. False. Art of RVing said true. I bet everybody after this is going to say true. Oh, let's see. True. Adventures in Xanadu. RV Field Trip. False. In case you guys don't know, Mark of RV is a professional photographer. I thought about it. Sounds about right. I think it's a manual setting. Oh, very clever. ISO no. This one is true. I also know. IS no. Isn't that clever? Look at him being funny. When are you going to start doing lives, Damon? Phil M. Glampers, false. Ford Man AK and those says true. Nick's picks GX7 one shot. Oh, it was so true and false. Danny. Whatever Mark said. There you go. All right. Steve Turtle said true. What do you think?
All right. So it is actually true. The reason I went with this one is because it's a little confusing because ISO is also for industry standard. And I think it's ISO 9000 or 9001 is this thing where people go in and they rate a company and the quality of the company. So I've been in IT jobs before where we were rated ISO 9000. We're so amazing. So I tried to throw a twist in there. But
wow. I didn't know either of those things.
ISO is officially rated up to 10,000 on a camera, and there's numbers higher than that, but they're not officially rated. Yeah. That's all stuff I was staring at while you and I were preparing for the show today.
I see. All right. How are we doing here? Oh, we're doing okay. My last one.
Okay.
We are born with only 2 innate fears. True or false? We are born with only 2 innate fears. True or false? I feel like my first time on this live show was kind of a innate fear. What if I suck? What if I'm terrible at this? Well, you guys are nice to me and you watched anyway, so great. So what? We are born with only 2 innate fears. True or false? You got a guess? Don't look at them. You don't need them.
Oh, you want me to guess out of the gate?
Yeah.
Well, I'm trying to think what they are. I mean, there's one very obvious one. But if I think of the other ones, they all still go back to the first one. So I'm going to say false.
Oh, okay. Hang on. Where is Jurgen? Jurgen, where is your comment? Jurgen, do me a favor. Put it in there again because I can't find it.
How far back was it?
I don't know. It's a big deal, and I've got to put this on hold for this. Darn it.
Thanks, Camper Live.
He's going to put it back in. I'll watch for it. All right, we got Phil M. Glamper said false. Damon Warren, true. Mom and Dad. Those are a couple fears. Oh, that's a good one. RV Field Trip said false. Me Mom Matters said false. Jurgen says, we have nothing to fear but fear itself. Actually, he didn't say it, but he did a good job of repeating it. The Art of RV said true. False. I have 10, said RCRV.
Yeah, but you learn those later.
What did you say? Did you ever answer?
Me? I said false. No.
Okay.
Yeah,
Char Hart said 1.
I say 1.
You think there's only 1?
Yep.
The only fear we have. Oh, goodness. You guys are all doing that. Char Hart said 1, so false. Oh, my gosh. Living and dying. True. I'm afraid of living? Wow. You tricked me on that one. You watched too much Fear Factor. All right, so I can't find that comment. So before I answer this, it's good to know that Jurgen's Journey made his 1,000 tonight, and his hours are in. He's in line to become a star. So
Woo-hoo!
Congratulations, Jurgen. And
Awesome.
I'm not done. Somewhere, because I missed these, and thank you for Jody keeping an eye on me. Nick's picks. I know you're not really doing this tonight, but I just wanted to thank everyone for helping Fort Wilderness Ricky get to his 1,000 tonight in this week. So How awesome is that?
That's great.
Holy cow. All right. Okay. We are born with only 2 innate fears. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but my wife's screaming and yelling. Woo! It's so exciting when people make their hours and make their 1,000, and it's just, I don't know, I get all worked up. Okay. We are born with only 2 innate fears. That's true. Spiders and snakes. I'm just kidding. Just kidding. You said 1. What do you think it was?
Death.
No. When you're born, you don't even know the concept of death yet. But you know what you know the concepts of when you're born?
Pain.
Falling and loud sounds.
Okay.
Pain was not on, it was when you learn, because you don't know what pain is until someone pokes you. But if you fall, you're instantly afraid. If you hear a little sound, babies instantly jerk. That's the 2 they're born with. Isn't that interesting?
Okay, but let's get to the root cause. Why are you afraid of falling?
I'm not afraid of falling.
You're afraid of the sudden stop.
I'm afraid of Sasquatch coming to visit me in the middle of the night. No, I'm not. I don't have that. Where are we? I gotta look here. 6 minutes. All right. Steve Turtle's live stream is at 8 p.m. Eastern on Fridays. The Art of RVing, Mark Carey, their live streams come on tomorrow. That's Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern. McGuire's on Tires will be doing their live on Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern. How did these people get on the show? I don't even know. If you need to grab Texas Family Camping's link, now would be the time to do it at the top of the chat. I have a small announcement, and it's a sad one. Gina will not be following us. However, 1 hour after that, Van Vita Travels will be. So they're having a storm and power outages, and she can't pull it off tonight. So you got an hour delay, so go get a snack. Get your Domino's pizza ordered by calling Pizza Hut to get the phone number for Domino's. And be all ready, because Van Vita Travels will be back in 1 hour after this. So she will take you the rest of the way. Do you have any final thoughts or anything? I mean, this was kind of all over the place, but we just gave it a shot and tried, and our table disappeared. I did a terrible job of this thing. I'm just telling you.
Let's kind of put it out to the chat for a moment. The original idea was there was going to be more of us. We were going to do like a round table and hopefully have the Art of RVing there, Sunset Seekers there, possibly even some other YouTube channels, and like do a round table to discuss this kind of stuff. As the weather fell apart on us, it turned into kind of just this. So what does everybody think of the concept of just taking a night to talk about the making of the videos? Because we are all content creators. So we're growing the community, but what do y'all think about growing the community through talking about how we make the videos? So I'm curious to see what people think of that. Do they want to do more of it?
Yeah, I would like to know the answer to that. I mean, we did this. I like to do a special version of the live every so often, and I thought this was a good one, and we're planning on doing it outside, putting some picnic tables and making a nice little thing. That would have been fun. So next show, we just got a broadcast here from Camping Therapy. Thank you. Next show is, I already have his link saved because I go there often enough to have it there. Here we go. I'm going to pop that in the chat. Kenneth Oaks, Fordman, a.k.a. Kenneth Oaks. He will come on next. That is great. And I'm pinning that up to the top, or tried to. Something went wrong. Boy, don't you love it when the chat moves so fast? Oh, I know why, because I'm pinning it in the wrong place. David, you're supposed to be running this.
I'm
All right, there at the top. It'll be. It failed to pin.
I still see Texas Family Camping link at the top.
It doesn't want to pin.
We got some good feedback though here.
Okay.
Damon Warren loved the format of what we did tonight. Camping Therapy says good idea. Charles Hart, oh, she's talking about babies falling. Meemaws Matters, I always like it when we share knowledge with each other. RV America, we think sharing the knowledge on creating videos is a great thing. Thank you both for sharing what you know. It helps us who are trying to get better. Awesome. And Nursing Our Travel Bug says, oops, I meant hey. Eat, Sleep, RV, Repeat. I would like to see how we can give each other honest and helpful criticism on how to improve our videos and grow our channel. That actually raises a good question because Donovan and I had a heart-to-heart earlier today, and I'm still waiting for him to get back and poke me. So that honestly, I want to talk about that just for a moment. Eat, Sleep, RV, Repeat. I had told Donovan, as I watch videos of everybody, I get ideas for how y'all can improve, but I'm so scared to share my criticism. I feel like, who am I to tell you how you can improve? So it would be neat to have a way that we could share that criticism with each other without obviously hurting each other's feelings. Obviously, if people don't want to accept the criticism, we don't want to, if you don't want it, we don't want to push you away. So that's where I guess I get scared. So it would be neat if we had some kind of platform where we could do that. Give some.
Now, I would love someone to take one of my videos and just analyze it and tell me. I mean, there's some channels that do that, but I take everything. You can't hurt my feelings. I want to know. I want to improve. And I don't know. I think most people do. It shouldn't be personal. It should be about learning. So I'm all for that. By the way, I don't know how, but I got timed out
in the chat. That's interesting.
So I can't post Kenneth Oaks' thing in there again. So Dan, the Vintage RVer, or Camper Life, or somebody who's a moderator, if you can copy that. Oh, I guess you can, can't you, David? Copy the link and put it back in there for him because I can't do it.
There he goes.
Oh, I guess Jody said send it to her and she'll put it in. She's probably the one that timed me out. She's probably like, shut him up. Yeah, I don't know how we could do that. And if anybody has any good ideas, please share it with David or I on email or however you can get a hold of us, even if it's in a comment in one of our videos. I would love to work on something where we could learn from each other.
Yep.
I'd like to see 8 or 6 people all talking about a video that we put up there. That would be cool.
Yes, it would. All right. It looks like we are pressed for time. So
we are.
I guess we need to get over to Kenneth.
Do you know how to get out of here?
Oh
my goodness. Hey, everybody. Thank you so much for being here. I know this was totally different, and I know that David and I had fun. Hopefully we weren't too boring. I'm glad we got to the chat comments because that was fun. I think I can say this for both of us. We love you all. Remember, let's travel as friends. Oh, wait, guess what?
What'd you do?
We forgot to show them something.
What?
And any of you that stayed around, you're going to get to see this.
Uh-oh. What did we?
So this is what the thumbnail looked like. But when David couldn't get me a picture fast enough, I took it a little to another direction. So for all of you who stuck around to see that,
It's the after credit scene.
It is. All right. Now we will close the show out. Thanks so much, David.
Bye, everybody.